This is a song from Kamuro Irian. This song is usually heard when people are carving their sculpture there. Irian is located in the eastern part of Indonesia and is one of the 27 provinces in Indonesia. My country is made up of about 17,300 big and small islands. The tropical forests, cloudy mountains, some of them are more than 4,000 meters above the sea level, and the active volcanoes built up beautiful view. Like this Bromo mountain in East Java. The lava and dusts from this mountain have created rich soil. Far away there is Semeru mountain, which is still active, while Bromo and Batok mountains are seen in front of it. Two-thirds of Indonesia consists of water. No wonder that water plays important part in the country's income. Today is the 17th. These are my friends from Irian Jaya. We always have special ceremony on this particular date. 17 is full of history to all Indonesians. After the colonial time for more than 300 years, we finally had our Independence Day on August 17, 1945. We're quite a big nation. There are about 500 ethnic groups which have their own identity. They live in about 17,300 islands, spread out over a distance of 5,700 kilometers. Our national language is Indonesian. With the population of 195.6 million, Indonesian people live in the spread islands. The Bhinneka Tunggal Ika, meaning unity in diversity, is our philosophy of life. Our nation principle is called Pancasila, meaning 5 pillars. This Pancasila guarantees that everybody has their freedom to choose their own religion. So the Buddhists, the Hindus, the Christians, and Muslims live together side by side. Cultures and religions are mixed in our everyday life. Even though the Muslims in my country is about 90% of the population, toleration among us is strongly felt. We tolerate and accept other religions. For example, when my friends from other religions celebrate something, I come to their house and vice versa. I think it is difficult to see this kind of tolerance in other countries. We lead our life peacefully. Today, the teacher told us that there will be the Apec Summit meeting in Bogor on the 15th of November 1994. She told us that we could get involved in the activity by sending letters, writing poems, or drawing pictures. As usual, we are always being enthusiastic.
Siapa itu? Hasanah Bolivia. Ya, kemudian Perdana Menteri Australia.
Jakarta is preparing itself to honor the important guests. Chile presented by Mr. President Eduardo Frei Ruiz Tagle. China will be presented by President Jiang Zemin. Mr. President Bill Clinton and his wife, Mrs. Hillary Clinton, arrived in the Halim Perdana Kusuma Airport on November 13, 1994. They bring along with them the largest delegate. Bogor is also preparing itself. There are so many deers in the Bogor Palace. They are free in the park, eating the grass. My friends sent their colorful pictures. If the red and white color are dominant, it is because that is the color of our flag. Familiarity through the picture are expressing our warmth in welcoming the guests.
Anak-anak Indonesia, cinta perdamaian. Anggota Apec yang tercinta, namamu masyhur di seluruh dunia. Aku anak Indonesia, ingin hidup lebih baik, nyata cerah di hari esok. Impianku pasti jadi kenyataan, enyahkan rintangan dan halangan. Indonesiaku, kini aku kecil. Apabila aku besar, menjadi tiang harapan bangsa. Nun di sana, di seberang sana, tampak Bapak Soeharto, para anggota Apec. Ajak aku, kau, cinta perdamaian. Perangi kemiskinan melalui cita perdamaian. Engkau dan aku di hatimu. Mari kawan maju terus, akan bergandengan tangan bersama Bapak kita, Presiden Soeharto. Abadi dan setia, namamu takkan terlupakan.
My friend who is from Alizar Pondok Labu Primary School sent a letter to President Clinton.
Dear Mr. President Clinton, I'm Nindi and I'm 9 years old. I have a question. Do you know Bosnia? Well, if you do, can you do something to make Bosnia and Serbia's war end up peace? I really feel sorry for the people there. They're very poor, and in the war many people die for their country. So I think it's fair if they just make peace and live happy. And I know you make peace for countries in Middle East, and I also know you recently make peace for Israel and Jordania. So can you make peace for Bosnia and Israel? I also want to ask, why do people make war? It's not worth it, and it doesn't make people any better. Maybe they make war for joy, for money, and many other things. And I'm feeling very lucky because Indonesia doesn't have any war now, and I hope there's no war forever. I will be very happy if you write back my letter. P.S. I'm sorry if I misspell some words because English is not my mother language. Thank you. With regards, Nindi.
To us now, Apec seems to be far away from our lives. But we know that it will be very important for us in the future time.
We have to prepare our human resources in order to be ready to face the challenge with science and technology, especially the teenagers like us. Because in 2020, teenagers who will be the world economic player, science and technology are the things that can be weapon to face the challenge. Rasulullah said, "Man arada dunya fa'alaihi bil ilmi, man arada al-akhirah fa'alaihi bil ilmi, wa man aradahuma fa'alaihi bil ilmi." Somebody wants the good living in this world, it must get the science. Somebody who wants good living after the end of the world, it must get the science. And somebody who wants both of them, it must get the science. The second is we must improve our economic law and value system, such as law for export-import and law for business. Free trade area for Asian Pacific that will be starting in 2020 will pick we up to the liberal condition. American people and another country can trade all of their production in Indonesia as they like. So it's vice versa. In the history of the world, there are three kinds of imperialism. The first imperialism is physical imperialism, and then ideologic imperialism, economic imperialism, and the last is science and technology imperialism. In this case, we can see that economic, science and technology could be power to dictate other country. So it would be better if we prepare ourselves with knowledge to face that kinds of imperialism. Indonesia, as the leader of Apec, must have it and more capability in economic management.
This morning, November 15th, 1994, all the Apec leaders arrived in the Bogor Palace. President Suharto welcomed the honored guests with his smile. The economic leaders are all wearing Indonesian batik. Batik is one of our pride in traditional textile. The pattern in batik usually means something. Particular pattern is worn in certain time because it is symbolizing something connected to the philosophy of life. The guest is started by Prime Minister Paul Keating from Australia and ended by President Bill Clinton. Of course, so many journalists come over to watch this important moment. Today, Bogor is attracting the attention of the people all over the world. It is even a challenge to maintain the cooperation between the countries all over the world. All the future problems will be ours soon. To face the challenge, we practice our religions well from now. We also try our best to be sensitive to the current issues and problems.
What I hope for this Apec's coming up meeting is an economic progress, to make a better welfare community and a better social status. I see some negative things happen around because of their low economic life, and Apec have to build up a good foundation for our economy to see the world that has much problems such as wars, epidemics, and loss of children and women dying from hunger. Human being is a leader for himself. As in Muslim we call it Khalifah. Every man should rule themselves before they rule the world. What I really want is peace. Everyone wants peace. Our religion, that is Islam, teach us to make a better place for living. Inshallah, with economic progress, we can make it come true.
Satu, lihat sini nak. Dua, tiga.
Now in the year, we still learn how to read. Later, 15 or 25 years from now, we will be the adults who will do what are declared in the Bogor Declaration. In the history of human life, hundreds of years ago, the strong dominated the weak. Since then, the dominated ones try to free themselves. I believe that what we learned from the past make us all try to work together for the harmony and peaceful life. Now I have a song sent by Melody Violin, a first grade primary school student. It is called Dunia Kita or Our World. Dunia kita penuh manusia, bermacam bangsa dan bahasanya. Alangkah indahnya jikalau mereka hidup rukun bahagia untuk selamanya.